I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Peace and safety to the hopeful elect, all the sincere Akim, scattered throughout the four corners, pushing his word in sincerity and in truth. For those who don't know, Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahawashi is the name of the only begotten Son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. This is another edition of Drop the Mic. And the first precept I want to get is John 15:15. And it reads, "Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I called you friends." And that's referring to the Lord's elect. Alright? "For all things that I have heard of my Father, I have made known unto you." And referring to the knowledge that's written in the book. Alright, not private interpretations. Alright, not the words of your elders, not the words of the so-called white man. Alright, everything the Heavenly Father declared unto Yahawashi, he have made known to his friends, which are his elect. Alright, so the next precept I want to get is in Matthew 26:26. And it says, "And as they were eating, Yahawashi took bread and blessed it and brake it and gave it to the disciples and said, Take it, this is my body." And this is the knowledge, alright? This is referring to the knowledge that the Lord made known to his friends, alright? That was given to him by the Heavenly Father, alright? So we know it says that he took the cup and gave thanks and gave it to them, saying, Drink ye all of it, for this is the blood of my New Testament, of the New Testament, referring to that new covenant that the elect, the 144,000, is covered, is under that new covenant, which is shared for many. That's the many, the 144,000 for the remission of sin. Alright, so this is what the Lord have made known to his friends. Alright, that bread is referring to the knowledge, alright, that's written in the book, alright, not the knowledge of the so-called white man, alright, that these so-called pastors who claim to be men of the Lord is teaching people, man. They're not teaching the words that's written in the book, alright. When you deal with Christianity, when you deal with these One West cults, these Israelite cults, these guys are not teaching the words that's written in the Bible. Alright? So they didn't eat that bread. They're not considered the Lord friends. Alright? So let's get the next precept in the book of John. John 21 and verse 15. So this is John 21 and verse 15. And it reads, So when they had dined, Yahawashi said unto Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. And he said unto him, Feed my lamb. Feed them with what? That same bread, alright, that Yahawashi blessed and gave to the disciples. Alright? So we know, and it says, and he said unto him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, Feed my sheep. Alright? So you're supposed to feed the Lord's sheep with the same words that he made known unto his friends, which are the elect. Alright, that was given to him by the Heavenly Father, not with your own words. Alright, remember the scriptures read, lean not to your own understanding. Alright, or that voice in your own head. Alright, we're supposed to feed the sheep with the words that's written in the book, not with the so-called white man words. Like I said, dealing with Christianity or any one of these religions, baptism, Catholic, Mormonism, Jehovah's Witness, all these different religions, they're not feeding the people with that bread, all right, that blessed bread, which is the word, all right, that's written in the book, man, all right. So reading on verse 17, it says, he said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things, thou knowest that I love thee. Yahawashi said unto him, feed my sheep. All right, so feed the sheep with the words that's written, not with the madness that you guys get from the so-called white man with microchips, World War III, nuclear missile madness, man. That's basically making the Lord word with doctrines of devils, man. All right, so uh, the Lord declared, Yahweh declared the word to Yahawashi, and Yahawashi made it known unto his friends. All right, that's who the Lord is supping with. All right, he's not supping with the Catholic Church. Okay, he's not supping with Mormons. All right, he's not supping with the Nation of Islam. All right, he's not supping with the conscious community, man. All right, the Lord is supping with his friends. All right, that's who the Lord made known the mysteries of the word that's written in the book, and that's why these guys stumble. This word is a stumbling block to you guys, man, because you're not the Lord's friends. Let's get the next precept in the book of let's see here, book of Revelations. The book of Revelation, chapter 10 and verse 9. And it says, and I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book, referring to the Bible. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and eat, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey, referring to the words that's written in the book. All right, the same words that the Lord made known to his friends. All right, the same bread that he break and blessed and gave it to the disciples. All right, not this GMO that these guys are teaching, who claim to be the men of the Lord. All right, teaching all kind of private interpretations, basically teaching doctrines of devils, man. Teaching you the so-called white man words, all right, and not the words that's written in the book. All right, so verse 10, it says, and I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. Now, I want to get the next precept to show you why his belly was bitter, man. Let's see here in the book of Ezekiel. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 2 and verse 8. And I'm going to show you why John, the Revelator, belly was bitter. Alright, so it says, but thou son of man, hear what I say unto thee, but be not thou rebellious like the rebellious house. And that rebellious house is referring to Israelites, that synagogue of Satan. Alright, those who are fulfilling the lust of their father, which is the devil, aka the so-called white man. Alright, so it says, but thou son of man, hear what I say unto thee. Alright, and you wicked Israelites out there, alright, you Negroes, alright, you wicked tomahawks, you wicked wetbacks, alright, you're not hearing the words of the Lord, you're hearing the words of the so-called white man, alright, that goes for the so-called black woman, alright, so it says, hear what I say unto thee, be not thou rebellious like the rebellious house, that synagogue of Satan. Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee. Referring to these scriptures, man. Referring to the words that's in the book. Referring to that bread that Yahawashi break and gave to the disciples. All right. So it said, "Open thy mouth and eat that I give thee." And when I looked, and behold, a hand was sent unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was therein. That same book that John was referring to, that the angel gave to him. Reading on, it says, "And he spread it before me, and it was written within and without. And there was written therein lamentations, mourning, and woe." All right, and that's why John's belly was bitter. All right, because this lamentation, mourning, and woe. All right, this is for all those. All right, that synagogue of Satan. All right, those who fulfill the so-called fulfill the lusts of their fathers, which is the so-called white man, that liar, who Yahawashi refers to as the liar. All right, which we all know the word devil means deceiver, which is a liar. But this lamentation, mourning, and woe, this is why John belly was bitter. All right, because he read about the destruction. All right, about the destruction that the Lord is going to bring to this earth, man. All right. So let's get another precept in the book of Revelations, chapter 3. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 20. And it reads, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man will hear my voice," and the Lord's voice is the words that's written in the book. That's the voice of the Lord. "And open the door, and I will come to him and will sup with him, and he with me," just like he did with the disciples when he broke the bread and gave them the cup, the wine. All right, that was the Lord supping with the disciples, man. All right, which he's gonna sup with his elect, with the 144,000. All right, and these are the mysteries that the Lord has declared unto his friends. All right, and that's why he's going to sup with those that believe in him, which are considered his friends, and not with you wicked shepherds, man. All right, you so-called men of the Lord. All right, the Lord is not going to sup with the conscious community. All right, with someone that's teaching black power. All right, the Lord is not going to sup with a Muslim, man. All right, the Lord is not going to sup with a old covenant Israelite, man. All right, the Lord is not supping with someone that believes in NASA, man. All right, the Lord is not supping with guys that's teaching the so-called white man doctrine and making it with the Bible. All right, this is referring to the elect, his friends, man. All right, so now let's get another precept. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 23. And it reads, "For I have received of the Lord that which also I deliver unto you." And what this is Paul, and what Paul received from the Lord is what the Lord made manifest through the words of Yahweh. All right, meaning this knowledge, man. All right, meaning the knowledge that's written in the book, man. All right, not the so-called white man history, man. All right, this is not dealing with the so-called white man seminary school. All right, this is not dealing with religion. All right, this is dealing with the pure words according to the book of Psalms, chapter 12. This is dealing with the pure words of the Lord, man, and microchips and missiles and spaceships is not the pure words of the Lord, man. So it says, "For I have received of the Lord." All right, remember the Lord broke bread with his friends, man. He's supping with the elect, and we know that the Lord supped with Paul. All right, as it is written. All right, he knocked Paul off the horse, blinded Paul, and supped with Paul. All right, meaning this is what Paul is referring to when he say he received of the Lord that which also I deliver unto you. And that's why he told Peter to feed his sheep. All right, feed them with what? The same words that the Heavenly Father declared unto Yahawashi that he made manifest unto his friends is what you're supposed to feed the people with, man. Not these GMO doctrines that these guys are teaching. All right? Not with this weak-ass Christianity doctrine that these pastors are teaching. All right? Not with the woman liberation doctrine. All right? That this society is teaching. All right? So it says that the Lord Yahawashi that same night in which he was betrayed took bread. All right? So let's get another one. In the book of Acts, chapter 20 and verse 27. And it reads, "For I have not shunned to declare unto you all the counsel of the power." And that means all the scriptures, man, all the breakdowns. All right? Meaning break bread and feed the sheep of the Lord. All right? And that's a commandment. All right? Not telling what the so-called white man say. Not teach him about microchips, RFID microchips. All right, that's not the counsel of the Lord because that's not written. All right, that's not written. All right, don't teach him about spaceships, man. All right, that's not part of the counsel of the Lord. All right, feed him with that bread that the Lord blessed, which is the words that's in the book. All right. So now let's get the last precept in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and 15. And it reads, "And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding." So that's what the 144,000 would be feeding the Lord's sheep with. All right. That's what the elect will be feeding the sheep with, man. All right, with the knowledge and the understanding that's written in the Bible. All right, not with the so-called white man madness. All right, you have guys teaching NASA. All right, that's the so-called white man madness. All right, and that's the proof that they're not one of those pastors that the Lord sent to feed his sheep, because they're not teaching according to the Lord's word, man. They're teaching according to the so-called white man. All right, and these Christian pastors, all right, they're not teaching you according to the Lord's word. They're teaching you according to what the so-called white man taught them in the seminary school. All right, what your mama teach you, your grandma teaching you. She's not teaching you the knowledge and understanding of what the scriptures are saying. All right, she's teaching you what the so-called white man taught her. All right, so